It's Filipino.
I can tell.
Ah, Dustin, it has been a while, my friend.
It has been a while.
We didn't see each other until about an hour before this stream. It's
Yes.
been about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been nearly a month.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing.
So, what are we doing? We're doing all kinds of stuff. I have trinkets and some food and drink and stories and photo time. And
Yep.
Dustin, you just don't understand.
I don't.
You haven't left this country. You're not a world traveler like me. This, like, perspective that you have as a mere simple, a Galilean. Get a passport and rise on my level.
So,
Could you imagine?
so how yeah, he's now highfalutin.
Yeah, I know, right?
His falutin count has increased significantly.
very, very highfalutin.
In your fucking Wizardmon hat.
That's right. I just thought that'd be so fun to do.
Thanks, cave guy. Watch Freakazoid.
Freakazoid reference.
If you haven't watched
Great.
Freakazoid, watch Freakazoid.
Alright, so I guess we'll start with photos. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. I'm so far away.
God, your ass is warm.
Thank you.
Why was that there? Okay. Oh, I forgot about this! Why didn't you start the stream in the other seats? Because that's not where we sit, Spire.
Because we were having fun.
We actually talked that out because we're dorks.
we decided to do it this way.
So I'm gonna have to like tell the Fawn to come back. So here's the thing. You're gonna get not all my photos. I did cut some.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get my blurry photos and my like inability to be a steady hand photographer.
Okay.
But including airplane seats.
Nice.
I didn't realize that was supposed to be a cup holder. I was like, I put my Tic Tacs in there, and I was like, what is this for? And then I finally looked over and saw a Japanese man with actually putting his drink in there, and I was like, oh.
It's just the tiny cups.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, they can't see this. I gotta press the button. Ta-da!
Hey! We figured it out.
Speaking of Japanese men, I saw a few. While
You
in
did.
Tokyo.
You did.
Streamer fail. We're rusty. So, ooh, cheers, Fresca.
Cheers.
They don't have that over there. Anyway, there's one Japanese guy. You know when you're on a plane, the most, like, you don't really look in front of you and see what people are doing. It's
Yeah.
like this and this.
Yeah.
You're like a bishop of spying on other people.
Okay.
So my bishop view to the left was a Japanese man who was watching Wonder Woman 1984, but fast forwarding through every scene Wonder Woman wasn't in. Then he went to Avengers Endgame and was doing the same thing with like Black Widow and Scarlet Witch. That's how he was spending his 12-hour flight. I don't know. It made me laugh. You know, on the plane to Tokyo, both when I left from Manila and when I left from Los Angeles, a lot of fucking weebs, man.
Oh, really?
And like, they're so dressed in just, I have to present myself as ultimate weeb. Dorky ass. There was actually, the 4 black guys who were all dressed as Naruto. That was kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
And like, they all went for the same look. And they're like, this is our plain look. Believe it.
I believe it.
Airline food. What do we do? My ineffective spoon. Although I did combine this and this, and it made me feel very Dark Cloud. Genius move.
Gotcha. We even took photos of him.
Asian
Good job.
pasta, you know? It's not their strong suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you get that like 10 hours into the flight.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Tokyo snacks. You want to stop and zoom in and enjoy, but
Do they have any of the The gummies, the long man gummies.
Oh, my photos are a little out of order, but that's okay. We can get through it. The fucking saltine cracker, okay? They should not be moist and like super soggy. Although the rice and the meat there was actually pretty good.
Okay.
And the drink, Japan Airlines, they're holding out on the world. Sky Time, okay? It is like I couldn't figure out what it was, and I finally asked a flight attendant, and it's grape juice and peach.
Oh.
And it's freaking amazing. Drink so much of that.
That's awesome.
I did not see it. Well, if I did see any Wang Evo, I didn't notice. Japan has a lot of ads. I chased an old grumpy cat around the house, and now I'm here. Hello, hooligan. We're going through like your pronunciation of Fo Wang. Wang Chai. I thought you were gonna jump in there, but no, you just wanna. Okay.
No, I was just watching you dig that hole.
So,
A little bit.
I had a plan because I'm a very tall man on a very small plane. Although the legroom wasn't too bad on Japan Airlines.
Yeah.
Better than average. I would get up, walk to the restroom, even though I didn't have to use the restroom, stand around for a bit, and I waited until there was a line, so I'd have to wait in line. And if there was anybody who was elderly, I'd be like, "Oh, please go ahead, sir." And you know, the guy would just,
Yeah.
And the flight attendants would come up to me and they'd be like, "Oh, you're so nice, thank you, thank you, thank you." And I'm just like, "Ha ha ha! I'm just trying to stand up, fools." And then I go in the bathroom and just be like, "All right, seems about as long as it takes to pee." So yes, I faked peeing on a Japanese airplane several times so I could walk around.
Also known as the reverse Parappa the Rapper.
The perfect crime. One time I got out and they were like, "Do you want an extra drink? Do you want an extra snack? Oh, you're so nice." I'm like, "Oh, well, you know, thanks. I'll take a Coke."
Well, that's very sweet of them.
God, I missed the drinks in the Philippines already.
They thought they meant the
BFG. I know this is just a simple drink, but gosh, they're so good. Great taste, the vanilla as well.
Did you get Frobscottle?
Yeah, they are out of order. That's okay. Well, like I said, we'll persevere. This was from Mini Mart.
Okay.
I was not brave enough to try this food. I was told that I probably wouldn't like it.
Okay.
Because they don't like it. So, like, Crystal and her brother was like, 7-Eleven, yeah. Family Mart, which we'll get to, better. Mini Mart, third tier, like, convenience store. But it was very close to where I was staying.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so.
They have a Korean dog.
Yes, they do. They also have a hot dog sandwich. So, like, the Philippines has settled the is a hot dog a sandwich debate by just calling it hot dog sandwich. All over the place.
Isn't that just forcing the issue? Well, yeah, if you define a sandwich, if you just fucking call it that, then sure.
Hot dog is sandwich. So, I don't have like the best of the best snacks. Like the good snacks, like the Maman, I ate.
Yeah.
But right before I left, Christelle's friend Gilbert, the mom wanted to meet me, wanted to see who Christelle was dating, or engaged to. Sorry, I'm still getting.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
If I could isolate the cam, I would do the cool ring spin thing, but spin this bitch like a Beyblade. Anyway, someone agreed to marry me twice.
I know. One of them is in chat.
It's not that many times. It's just weird that it's happened twice.
Well, I gotta give you 2 nickels.
I will accept my favorite coin, the 20 peso coin. Oop. That's but so pretty.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
I like the double layer ones. They have some of those in Canada, like the toonie.
Yeah, and like the peso I guess I'll just do the money right now. Although I have an example and photos coming up. This is my favorite bill, and Christelle mocked me because I said, "Well, which one's your favorite?" And she's like, "The $1,000 because it's more." And I'm like, "Well, that makes sense."
Yeah.
But this is so purple and pretty. It's 100 peso, which most things cost under because Philippines is very cheap.
Yeah.
You can even see right here all the things that are under 100 peso.
No, we can't. Camera.
Oh, sorry. You can.
I can. They can.
But anyway, 100 peso is about $1.77. So, anyway, this guy.
Hey.
Are you ready for like bad impression time?
Absolutely.
All right.
Always.
So we agreed to meet at Yoshinoya. I was gonna meet Christelle's mother. I need that cookies and cream Pocky. We'll get some more Pocky later. And I'm just sitting there, minding my own business, and this fella. You're spoiling. This fella just keeps looking at me, and I go, "Hey," and he's like, "So, where are you from, eh?" And I'm like, Maryland." "Oh, that's on the East Coast, eh?" And I go, "Yeah, where are you from?" "Alberta, eh?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's so excited to tell me. What brings you to Manila, eh? This gets real whispery. And I'm like, "Well, I'm meeting somebody, and we're going out, and I'm going to meet the mother." "You're meeting her for the first time? That's so exciting!" And the girl starts popping up, and she gets all excited. I'm like, no, not the first time I'm meeting her, just the first time I'm meeting the mother. And he was very encouraging. His name is Scott. He came to the Philippines, and we're gonna learn something about Filipino culture in a sec. But he dated this lady for a month. Well, he was there for a month. Then he went back to Alberta, sold everything he owned. 3 months later, he just moved in. This was day 2 of him being there.
Wow.
Yeah, Scott is an intense dude.
I understand his excitability at this point.
Yeah.
Because, wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And he was very happy to talk to a fellow Westerner, which, for the most part, there aren't many of us. But AFAM is the relationship you're pretty much seeing on display here. AFAM is slightly a derogatory term, alright?
Yeah.
It's a foreigner assigned to Manila, okay? Typically, you have a foreigner who has money and decides, "I'm going to date someone who's significantly younger than me," and then, move there and use my money that I'm bringing and live a pretty comfortable life.
Yeah.
So, some of the AFAM relationships we saw were like 70-year-olds and 20-year-olds. Yeah. There's one in particular at the hotel, and this guy, Christelle and I could not stop quoting, because he puts his arm around this woman who's like 40 years younger than him, and he's like, "You can get whatever you want, because it's your special day." Ah!
I think you left a film of Grease just by saying that.
And he had a cowboy hat on.
You didn't need to tell me that. I assumed cowboy hat. Like, the second you started doing the voice, I looked on your head for the hat. And I'm just like, oh, it's just Wizard Mon.
It's funny. When I was actually in Manila, I rarely saw Westerners. Several people have asked me, "Did you see any black people?" And I'm like, "Well, one, but weird question." But two, most of the foreigners I saw was in one hotel. We went to a smaller island, Leyte, in the town of Tacloban. And in that hotel, we saw a lot of AFAM, and then prostitution's legal there, so kind of got a vibe with some of that too.
Yeah.
But, cute story after that. Christelle and I are closer in age, we get along well, we're really cutesy together. The staff kept telling us that, and they were kind of relieved that we weren't the typical AFAM. Which I told Christelle, we're gonna be AFAM, a fucking awesome marriage. So, we got food pics. Where's Starfon? Here's another sad thing. Christelle can't join us this week. She got picked to join as an officiant for the Philippines Culinary Cup. So that is where she's at. She's at the Mall of Asia, which is the third largest mall in the frickin' world, in this huge convention hall, kind of officiating all these cooking competitions.
That is insane.
Yes, it is. So
the more you tell me about her, the more I'm just like, this person leads just the wildest life.
Kinda, yeah. But yeah, her and I like this, but it is weird. We're different and we're similar. But it's like when she was like, "Can you read my LinkedIn profile? You know, offer any kind of edits." That butt went on for too long. That's what she said. All right. Anyway, she's like, "Can you read the LinkedIn profile?" I read the LinkedIn profile, and mine keeps buffering too.
I think we're dropping some frames.
That's a shame. Not
So
much
it might
we
not
can
not be you
do
guys.
about it. I don't think. So anywho, I miss the tall cans. I kind of like tall cans better.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm reading the LinkedIn profile and I go, I didn't know you were a valedictorian of your high school. Well, you didn't ask. That's not a question you could just ask everybody. So Rice. I gotta tell the Rice thing right away.
Okay.
Her brother Sean, at one point, just goes, "Hey, Andrew, do you remember the first time you ate rice?" Cause like I would put like you see the plate in the top right, I'd put like that much rice on a plate,
Yeah.
and it'd be like, "Oh, so you don't really like rice?" Well, I do, and I kept getting that throughout my trip. So we have, I know the tofu, that was really good. That's the one on the right.
Yeah.
Obviously there's a chicken something or other. See, like, when Christelle watches this later, she's gonna be like, "You moron, it's so simple." I assumed it was me watching a different stream the other day. Yeah. Alright, we'll turn down the frame rate. Whatever the egg thing was, and I'm sorry, this is Filipino food. This is from Kuya J, the restaurant. That shit was good. So everything was good. Consistently, meals in the Philippines, amazing. I kept having like some of the best meals. This was pretty good. More casual dining. Not so bad I even turned off low latency. Huh. Is it really showing?
Yeah.
Time out. What do you think?
Trying to think of like what the best course of action is here because we haven't been streaming for that long. The bit rate isn't too bad, but this keeps dropping frames. Let's see, hit the
What do you need?
on the bottom left of the menu, going left, right next to the CPU thing.
This?
Yeah, click on that.
All right.
Stream quality is good. 3% dropped frame. Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
fine.
I never had Filipino food before, and this is making me want to try it all. It's pretty dang good. Like, there are times you guys have been around me, and I've been like, a little soft on this or the soft on that. But no, Filipino food has rose so far up the ranks for me. I already told you, I want tonkatsu, Dad. This was my first purchase with pesos. I was so happy with myself. And also, I'm very loyal to the C2 brand.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Like a lemon green tea.
That's
which
all it was.
Sounds tasty.
It was very tasty. So, not too sugary, not too sweet, which is nice. But we got grocery store photos. I can do that.
Yeah.
They have roll. You want the pork jows? The eardrum? They eat everything.
Yeah.
But like even some stuff that I really enjoyed, like sisig, like parts of the face and parts of the stomach. It's so damn good.
Yeah.
In general, I'm gonna say this of another thing about Filipino food that surprised me. They make pork taste good. And like I know I'm not someone who's like will die on the bacon cross.
Yeah.
You know, some people wear the shirts or want bacon ice cream, and I'm not that guy. However, I ate the best pork by far, over and over and over. You fucking give me some lechon? Yes, yes.
All right.
Oh, the sauce is so good. But yeah, I had fun in the grocery store. And it's a sachet kind of like economy. And there are jars, and there are plastic, but not really. You mostly get everything possible in little bags. So,
All right then.
I enjoyed the ads.
I like that game.
Pork does taste good, you weirdo. Again, like a ham or something, I've always been like, it's good. But when you eat the Filipino food and you have really good pork, like a tocino even, which I plan on, you don't love a good pork chop. They're okay. They're not even close to all the pork I ate over there. But like tocino, it's something I think I'm gonna make for you guys on a movie night.
All right.
Which is just a type of, well, you can get chicken as well. I had it, but pork tocino, white rice, fried eggs. That's another thing between the Japanese food and the Filipino food. They love giving you fried eggs, which I know is rough for you, but for me, heck yeah. Pork roast are good. Yeah, they are. But they're not as good as over there. They got us beating a few things, and I'm going to just say pork is one of them. I have a list of where the Philippines kicks America's ass. My number one may surprise you. I like this. You can buy it in singles, which is weird to me. Da, 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 da. We're having spaghetti
with the pasta sauce.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh man, I listened to a thing the other day, and it was somebody doing. What's your impression of Lin-Manuel Miranda ordering a pizza? Dun, dun. I want a hand-tossed stuffed crust pepperoni pizza with the garlic sauce on the side. Just doing the intro to Hamilton. It was so good.
I am willing to forgive him for all his crimes because of how good he is in modern DuckTales. I love him in the DuckTales role that he has. He's such a great voice actor.
But the crime of Hamilton. I'm assuming that song from Moana counts.
That's true. He's perfectly fine there too.
In the Heights. I didn't watch In the Heights.
I don't know that one. So yeah, the first of the Japanese restaurants we went to, obviously I had Kick-Ass Ramen. It reminded me of when we went to New York City.
Oh yeah.
We saw, yeah.
Like a good quality ramen with like a really thick pork
broth. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And then like the was it like the gyoza up there?
Yeah, gyoza. So
gyoza,
good.
Thank you. Oh my god, I love the Japanese mayo. Like, why don't I have a jar of that in my fridge? That sweet mayo that's not too, I don't know, too strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different, but that shit is good.
I like the pork bun.
That was chicken, but yeah. Yeah.
Mint cookie fudge Kit Kat.
It was good.
Delicious.
In the Heights for movie night? And do. Again, I'm so grumpy about the coffees here. So for 22 pesos, which is in basically this coin, and like, I don't know, 9 cents, you can get one of these basic ass things, go home, get some hot water, pour your little thing in it, and it's amazing! Why is it so good? It's just instant coffee. Made me mad. I was like, I need to just take a case of those home.
That's all. It makes me think of when I found out that they still make one of my favorite cookies in Puerto Rico. The Cameos Nabisco.
Yep.
They don't make them anymore anywhere but Puerto Rico. And it's like, oh, okay.
It's so random. This one was just mainly pointing out that like every convenience store just has a thing of boiled eggs, and in general with eggs, they don't refrigerate them. Yeah, this was my prime example. I got the chocolate milk, the vanilla latte, one of those mini coffees, and a Maman, which is like a little. It's not quite a pound cake.
Yeah.
It's better, but
Okay.
it's just got a teeny bit of vanilla in there, almost like a pudding custard. But it's not too sweet and it's really delicious. But this whole set here cost me 94 peso, which again was the purple bill, which is $1. So it's about $1.68. I got all of that. It's insane. And then the chocolate milk. They go, "Do you want us to open it for you in the store?" And I'm like, "Oh." And I get back to the Airbnb and I'm like, "Oh, I need a bottle opener for this chocolate milk." I had to go hunt one down. And I saw another customer later in my trip where it was like, "Yes, open it." And they, "Here you go, sir, your chocolate milk." You don't get a lot of cow milk over there, as you can probably guess, or maybe you don't know, but you get a lot of shelf-stable milk, almond milk, all that kind of stuff. Which, I enjoyed the fortified milk. Give me the Maman. That's what, there you go. I couldn't remember if I had it. Like, feels good.
Feels good to win.
Feels good. Give it to me. We went to Pancake House several times. Better to go there than it was to order through the Grab app delivery. Okay. But still good, you know. The chicken karage over there, excellent, but good stuff. Actually, peanut butter makes sense, right? The syrup was this like weird combination of like table syrup and like butter that kind of congealed, and I've never had anything like it. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't superior. So gotcha. When we went there, I could actually get regular syrup. This fucking thing. So
I have a feeling I'm gonna hear that so many times. This fucking thing.
Again, poor Christelle, who has to watch this at some point, will be like, "Well, how do you not remember what it's called? It's like 2 syllables." I don't remember what it's called. We got this at the mall, Robinson Mall. The outside is very hard and normal room temperature. The inside is like ice cold. It's sweet and super cold on the inside. Okay. So you got a super hard crunch. It's, you know, that's fine. Like, I can bite through it. Not too hard, I guess. But, gosh, it was such a cool sensation. If you guys know a particular pastry like that over here, let me know. So, this was kind of funny. I'm looking at the menu of Mesa, which is another Filipino food restaurant. And I point out ostrich. And I go, "Well, look at that." And her brother shows up, and Christelle are like, "What?" And I go, "It's right there on the menu, ostrich." "No." I go, "It's right there." And they look at it and they go, "That's not a Filipino thing. No, no, no. We've never eaten that. I don't want." Look, Andrew, you need to understand. We don't eat ostrich. I was like, okay.
The menu in your country.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like ice cream, yeah, it was kind of going back to, yeah, maybe it was like a frozen treat, but it was different. These little satchels, I was like so nervous. I'm like, do I eat the whole bag? They're delicious, very delicious. Like a weird take on like quite an egg roll, but
kind of like a wonton deal.
Sort of. Another thing you can get in most restaurants, either a mango shake or a watermelon shake. Very common in a lot of restaurants. Yes. Very good. I mean, it's just watermelon blended, but it works. You can also get, and I'll get to it later, but like there's coffee shakes and iced tea shakes. Which, why the fuck are we not doing the iced tea ones?
I actually had that recently. I forget where. Was it Sheets? The frozen Arnold Palmer.
I would like that.
That was really good.
I wonder if it's kind of close to what I got. Tuna. Yeah, tuna.
Okay.
They're good. Again, Sauces. The Philippines and I get along so well because they really focus on making delicious sauces. Tilapia. And
Nice.
again, you just get all these different sauces. I like 3 of the 4, so. But it was pretty good. Yeah, there it is, Mesa. Iced tea shake. Yeah, I believe I have a picture of it coming up. This was the one thing I didn't like, and her cousins were so disappointed. Because we were like, Andrew, try this. Andrew, try this. Andrew, try this. What's this? Baby squid. I'll give it a shot. No. And Christelle doesn't really do a lot of seafood either. She likes fish, but that's about it. That shit was so rubbery. The sauce is good, because of course it is. It's Philippines. Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
But I can't do rubbery, man. Just,
yeah, if you can't like do the rubbery, you're not gonna do clams. You're not gonna do oysters. You're not gonna do mussels. You're not gonna do squid or octopus.
no.
It's all chewy as hell.
Yeah, so that was super chewy, and they were so bummed out that I didn't like it.
Yeah.
They're like, you liked everything else. I'm like, yes, it was good. Got some chicken.
Nice.
Again, with a nice thick sauce. Sauces. Pork. Going to another restaurant, Heat, was in Shangri-La, a massive hotel. Like, unbelievably big. The hotel has its own mall. And it's super, super upscale, like, valet parking, everything. I didn't take a lot of photos because it was a little on the fancy side and I didn't want to get in trouble. But it was pretty cool. Yeah, you can see like a typical plate at the buffet. But it was the most highfalutin buffet ever. And like, alright, so the Philippines is different than like stereotypes you hear about Japan. Like, oops. In Japan, if you're with a Japanese person, you've heard the stereotype that they'll never talk to the foreigner. They'll only talk to it. Kind of the other way around for a bit. Everyone was assuming I was paying for things. And like, if Christelle or her brother was like raising their arm, be like, eh. But if I was like this, they'd be like, right to me.
Interesting.
They're very friendly to foreigners. Better or worse, but it's a different experience.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was very good service at the fancy hotel. Oop, blurry picture, but that was the lechon. Lechon, is a piglet.
Yeah.
And the sauce is, God, it's so good. I could eat that every day. I could just put that on rice and be happy. The sauce is that good. But like, I like the actual pork, the super tender, super moist, like best pork I've ever eaten. I loved it. They're about like the hard skin where it's kind of pork rindy, which is good, but not as good as the actual meat. I did not win this debate with, foreign locals.
Yeah, I imagine you probably wouldn't, Ben Andrew.
Yeah, there you go. Joseph, Christelle, and her aunt. So, I did actually save some of these, which that's not the same pack because I went through like 4 of these packs.
Okay.
I fucking love them. These are Air Action Mentos.
Air Action.
That's what it says. Air Action. And as I walk around the Airbnb, I was to the tune of the Electric Slide. I was singing about eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Alright.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, obviously just suck on it, but I love it, and I'm gonna miss it. But I like eucalyptus, so that shouldn't be a surprise. Alan, I gave one to Rusty, and he was like, "You gave me a medicine? Why would you do this? I thought it was candy."
It is powerful.
I know, that's why I like it. Oh, actually, I should mention the Robisco, which was not one of my favorite treats. We can get to segment idea. Is it syrup or is it crap? Now, syrup being the word for tasty, crap you know.
Mm.
So I do have foods. We're gonna eat the Mentos first, but on the Sarapa crap, I would say the Rubisco is leaning a little on it. It's like a saltine kind of,
Mhm.
with like a smear of chocolate in between,
Okay.
and that's okay. This is like that's a one time. Eucalyptus, boogie woogie woogie. That was me. So the Fudgy Bar, we got stuck in a little airport. We flew to the smaller island of Leyte I was telling you about. That was when David was like obsessed about what plane I was getting on.
Yeah.
They delayed our flight 3 times. So they gave us drinks and all the Fudgy Bars you want. And I do mean all of them you wanted. They had boxes and it was just like, go ahead. So I walked away with a few. Fudgy Bar is okay. It's kind of a hostess cake, quality wise. And if you know your mileage may vary there.
Looks about it.
Yeah, I was okay with it. When we got to Hotel XYZ, which is where we stayed in Tacloban, stayed there for several nights. It was cool. Their food was really good. How did they pronounce it? Greek? Gyro.
Hero.
Yeah, that's how they said it. The staff and you know my company. Andrew, do you like gyros? So.
That's a new one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But it was very good. Nachos as well. And oh, that was salmon. Good salmon. Which I do like a good fish every now and then. I have several breakfasts because that's where we had, you know, each morning. Bacon. What did they call the sausage? Something, some word before it. I can't remember. It was good. We have another meal at XYZ. No, I'm sorry. yeah. I'm second guessing myself. Been a bit. Obviously, fries were fine. They were pretty good. That was their version of cheesy fries, which is kind of cute.
Yeah.
Little like Filipino club sandwich with chicken. The dim sum. You win some, you dim some. Soup was good. But I miss the banana ketchup. Oh gosh, I even ordered a bottle when I was there. I miss banana ketchup now. The Max's from the restaurant, banana ketchup is the best ketchup I've ever had, and I'm stuck with Heinz now.
Alright then.
That was for cheese. It was that cheese. And it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. More cheese type dishes with the spinach and something dip. That was my mudslide. Banana ketchup. Yeah, it's just ketchup with, you know, banana as the main ingredient. That's the sweetener in the ketchup. And it's fucking good.
Yeah, as opposed to just putting sugar in.
Correct. Which is, the Philippines has like anti-sugar like regulations. So most of the stuff isn't. They do have dessert, but like a lot of things aren't overly sweet, or they're sweetened in other ways with like coconut or banana, mango. But the mudslide was different than how I order a mudslide here, and same with the Long Island iced tea, which confused the bartender. Man, you could just put any two notes together, and I believe you. But it was good.
No, in the Philippines they have tree horses.
So I'll wait. I got a lot of stories like all jamming together. Another coffee shake, good. Fish and chips,
All right.
very solid fish. Steak guy, but it was good. Obviously a lot of rice, but yeah.
Very nice.
So these assholes I'm with, Christelle and her brother, we hear the happy birthday music play, and you'll get to see it later. I'm saving it. And I'm like, oh, gee, you guys didn't need to do this. And they go to another table. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You don't do it. And by really don't do it, they heard, we're absolutely fucking doing this. So, pretending to go and vape outside, brother went and ordered it. The hit.
The old false vape excuse.
Don't get him started on the turtle ducks. That was the other dessert it came with, which is a Japanese treat. I can't remember. It starts with an S, I believe. But it's shaved ice, Oreo crumbs, Oreos, and then vanilla ice cream, like super good vanilla ice cream on top. We split it and like couldn't finish it. It's fucking really good.
That's awesome.
It's so good. Gosh darn. But Christelle herself, she has a culinary degree and a food tech degree and has worked different culinary jobs. So when she gets into the food critic, and even her family likes pointing this out, sounds like a it's better at X restaurant. Not all the time, but it's funny when she busts that out. And she can like point to like different places that do different things. Like an amazing food Rolodex, or yeah, that's probably a fair way to say it. Even the ham was better. But up top, that's tocino. I want to make that for you guys. I can do scrambled eggs or fried egg, but yeah, tocino. It's very good. It's a sweet like pork. It's awesome for breakfast. French toast is fine. Chinese restaurant we went to. So, do I have a picture of Tiger here? No, I don't think I do. I'll get to Tiger. Tiger was Tiger's an actual millionaire, so my brain just kept being like Tiger Millionaire, and like no one knew what I was talking about. Her name, she just wants to be called Tiger, okay? But Tiger Millionaire set us up in like a luxury van as we get traveled around. I've never been in a vehicle like that. It's nuts. But she took us to an authentic Chinese restaurant, which there is my coffee shake. And the thing you see in front of me there is chicken feet.
Oh, okay.
The chicken feet, sweet, tough to eat.
Yeah. But
Tiger kept being like, Andrew, it's good for you. You gotta try it. And like Sean up there at top, he's like, I don't know. Talked him into it as well. It's got collagen. It's good for your face. You know, just very insistent on that.
Okay.
But it fights you, okay? But the sauce is so good that you'll eat the fucking chicken feet. Oh my gosh. It took some work, but gosh, it was worth it. Yeah, the giant thing of rice, and it was just like, you don't like rice? I'm eating. This is where I'm like struggling to remember certain Chinese dishes. But that was seafood up there, and that's
okay.
It fights you. Well, it's just a lot of work, is what I mean. Like to get the actual meat of the foot, and separate it from the parts of the foot you really can't eat. It's tricky. Is it chewy? No. Well, the good parts aren't chewy, but the part you really can't eat, or I guess some people could probably eat it. That part's too chewy for Andrew. Also, so good. I ate 4 of those. That is sweet and sour chicken, as it's made in China. I come to find out.
Okay.
Which, I will say, eating American Chinese food, the sweet and sour chicken, you can kind of see it in the sauce. It's not 1-to-1, but there's a little bit of it, enough of it, so I'm like, oh yeah, I can see how you went from here to here.
Yeah.
But
I saw like the monkey turning into a man.
Yeah.
Like, of this Chinese food versus that Chinese food.
Gosh, it was. Yeah, that was so good. This is a picture of one of Tiger's 3-4 houses.
Jeez.
Yeah, Tiger just bought this one with her husband Brian. He's from Boston, and he's my height, which is nuts. Because the rest of the trip, I don't know if I saw 2 people who were 6 foot tall, but he was an exception. She invited us over to have dinner, and we sent the errand boy, because she has 2 errand boys, on staff masseuse, cook, a maid, all that live upstairs in this mansion. Tiger Millionaire.
Fucking insane.
But some weird things, some fun observations. Not weird, fun. The wine was actually pretty good, but we got like an Alfredo there, and the entire time we had this nice meal and interesting conversations, which I'm still debating on how much I want to get into. But she had the Resident Evil Netflix series on this big TV to my left. It underscored like a very strange part of my evening: drinking wine, eating food, being served to, like, by the servants.
Are you sure it wasn't Salazar that you went to see?
Funny.
So, Mr. Oliver.
Christelle and I both don't like cherries, but those were actually cherries that I enjoyed, which is surprised both of us.
Cool.
Got some steak, of course. It's like, well, I had to make mashed potatoes. I had an American here, so like, fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah, good food. I don't really like corned beef. I love that corned beef.
That's good corned beef.
It was so good. Oh gosh, it was so good. And she had a fish, which was pretty good, especially with a little bit of vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
And I love vinegar, so it worked for me. But yeah, I was surprised how much I enjoyed that. Yeah. I wanted to try this and I didn't. I should have. Salt. Like, what a weird choice. Did you make a mistake? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Spam Tocino. I'd be interested. I've only eaten Spam once in my life.
I've eaten Spam a couple of times. It is okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's not that uncommon in America. We do live in a state where it is. But getting the liquor like in every store, quite nice. So I tried the Spritz apple. Good, very good. I had Tunde blue flavor.
Okay.
It tastes like Powerade, and as you can see, it costs like 46 peso for this thing of alcohol. It's 7% alcohol. That's nothing. It's like a quarter.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Just how cheap it is.
Yeah, you get alcohol for like a quarter a bottle. I had the vodka lemonade, which is second place in my Tunde. I'm very loyal to the Tunde Ice. The best one, which they're sold out of, and I don't blame them, was the cranberry, vodka cranberry. And I love cranberry. So, kicks the shit out of our alcohol. Philippines, you win another round. San Miguel is their biggest brand, as you can probably guess from all these. Even Red Horse, which is Christelle's favorite, is a maybe the PBR of San Miguel.
Okay.
But I think she's just nostalgic. Her and her friends still interested. Gotta do some 7-Eleven. I'm a big milk tea guy, so it's fun to see. 7-Eleven is pretty nice over there.
Nice.
When this was still in Tacloban. I wanted the difference between that and Manila. Okay, well, I'll give it a few. In Manila, everyone's super friendly, and there's a lot of English speakers, and it was super easy, and I felt comfortable, and I was like, I could live here and have no problem. In Tacloban, much smaller island and a different dialect, so her brother had a hard time communicating with people because he didn't speak the same dialect. The people there, a lot of them were scared of me. Like children grabbing the leg of their parents, and I swear I was walking down the street just like looking at my phone. I glanced over to the left, and there was a drug den, and they were all just like, oh fuck, and they started running and like scurrying away, and they were like from me about 25 feet that way, and I'm like, did they think I was just gonna go in there and like Chuck Norris them all? Like, I was so confused. This is my dorky ass walking by, and they were like, "Oh God, no!" So that was a big difference between the two. Also, it was fun to see Christelle and her brother be like, "Wow, air is so clean. Wow, it looks so nice. Wow, the streets are like empty. There's no traffic." That is the iced tea shake.
Looks delicious.
Oh! It's so good. I miss you. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't at every chain restaurant. It's amazing. Amazing! Good ass mozzarella sticks. So,
I like tempura.
Tempura shrimp doesn't do anything for me, obviously. But the tempura eggplant and the delicious sauce, too. Oh yeah, I like eggplant. So that made me happy. And of course, you know the other shit is amazing.
Yeah.
Come on. Do I even have to say? The rice was really good. Now we're cooking.
Very tasty.
Oh, so good. So fucking good. I had Nankatsu a few times, and the hotel one was really good, but the one we'll get to later was even better. But yeah, that shit I could eat once a week for sure. And I don't think there's a good place around here that can do it. Makes me a little sad.
Tonkatsu?
Yeah.
Probably get tonkatsu rice. I know there's a tonkatsu ramen.
Maybe.
Well, it's a general ramen place, but they have really good tonkatsu ramen in New York.
Gotcha.
Ramen Kumamoto.
Alright. So maybe. It melts in your mouth. It's amazing. Ah! Well, oh, there you go. Blue.
Yeah, Alco Mix.
Oh yeah, that's right. I like the term Alco Mix a lot. Alco Mix is pretty good, and the slang for restaurant being resto, I do enjoy. Like, which resto are we going to? These little things were fucking delicious. They're kind of like if a bugle is like a C at whatever a bugle is trying to do. This was like an A.
Okay.
That was okay. Not gonna lie, just okay. However,
Choco Loops.
We got S tier snacks, baby. That stuff was so good, and not even like that crazy chlorogly. Why can't I not get Choco Loops at the gosh darn Food Lion? They were good. This was one of the actually first times where I was like, not great. We went to Moss Burger, which they haven't tried before. It's a chain, MOS Burger, and everything else besides the burger was good there. Oh, on another note, I've been eyeballing that Korean hot pot place. Can do.
I love hot pot. I am there any day of the week.
So, we needed to go in and open. Check.
Yep.
The fries are really good from Moss Burger. Oh, I didn't take a picture. The chicken karage. Awesome. Chicken was so good, but the freaking burger from the burger place. I love this guy.
It's pretty crazy.
It was like the second business that when he left my building and went to the right, so I went by him a lot. And we finally ate there. Romantic but boy. Yeah, it was one of these. Oh, you're getting distracted by David.
Yeah, he's going into very detail about his Kerbal Space Program playthrough. So good luck with that.
Do you know what the yellow is?
Not really. No.
Egg.
Oh,
this slowly cooks in your heat source. You get all these different types of dip. The first dip there, Estelle told me it was yummy sauce, and I believed her. And I tried it, and I loved it. And then I found out what it actually is made up of, and it blew my fucking mind.
All right. So what is it?
It's a bean paste.
Oh,
And I don't like bean paste, but that shit was good.
was it like a sweet bean
It
paste?
was on the sweeter side, yeah.
Like a red bean.
Probably. It was Korean bean paste.
I like red bean paste in like mochi and in rice balls and stuff.
So Romantic Baboy, you get unlimited everything you see there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and it was like $20 for the two of us plus drinks. And you get unlimited food, including the sides and the meats, and you pick. It's my profile pic on the Facebook if you're so lucky. You just pick, and then you just hold up the sign and point, and they'll just bring you another plate of delicious meats. Yeah, there you go. Unlimited pork and beef. So, yeah, you
That's
just
awesome.
hold it up and go tap tap, and they're like, "All right, here you go."
That is really cool.
Yeah. Dustin is falling apart on me.
All right.
You're good. They also give you a big bucket of lettuce. The thing in the foil there was cheese, but not like cheese I've ever had before. Didn't really care for it, but I enjoyed the cheese. So you'd make like a little lettuce wrap,
Okay.
and then you have your different dipping. And you could see Andrew exhausted his supply of yummy sauce and ordered extra.
I can. Wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, the mustard was good. The other one was just like olive oil. Just, fine. So, yeah, Romantic Bad Boy, awesome. Burger King, this is the first, American chain I tried. That, I know it's not the best picture, but it's just iced coffee, and they just take a lump of chocolate vanilla ice cream and dump it in there.
Right then. Sounds like your kind of place.
It was. The other thing was apple juice. So I got a sampling of things. This was the pepperoni bacon Whopper, and they use the term Whopper very loosely. By Whopper,
I can see your fingers.
they mean cheeseburger.
like that's that big, right?
Yeah.
I had a Whopper today, and it was that big.
Exactly. They're very lenient on the word Whopper. Again, even Burger King.
That's a whimper. That's not a Whopper. That's a whimper.
Well, if you if you level up Whimper to level 17, he evolves into Whopper.
I see.
But this was just a hash brown with the banana ketchup, and I want to point out the banana ketchup, even at Burger King, it's good. Chicken sandwich, wanted to try it. It was good. Actually, of all the things I tried at Burger King, very close to the American counterpart, almost identical. This was the breakfast Whopper.
Okay.
Breakfast sauce, egg, and burger. There is a burger in there.
Makes me think of the Senor Chang from Community. Just
yeah, that
it's like squinting so fucking hard.
the thing I saw Burger King advertising the most, which, by the way, I think I might have said it before, but I'll say it again. The Philippines is the billboard capital of the world. More billboards per capita than any other country. Shows the one I consistently saw was the 4-cheese Whopper. And it's a cheesy fucking sandwich. It's good.
All right.
Of course it's good. This is a movie theater. So, if you want to see movie theater, kind of compare prices, snacks you can get. What I did enjoy is this is what we got for our movie. We saw Thor: Love and Thunder. I just like buying a full fucking bag of Lay's at the movie theater.
Nice.
Also, Philippines and the top 5 things they do better than us. In the movie theater, you go to I think it was like Theater 3 or whatever. You walk in there. To the left is a ladies' room. To the right is a men's room. You don't go into the lobby. Every single theater has its own men's and women's bathrooms right there in like the hallway leading up to your seat. Genius. So good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And you didn't hear any like noise from the
No,
restrooms?
not at all. Not at all. It's enough soundproofing and away from you where it doesn't matter. Also, like the seat tiering is very high, so which helps.
That's cool.
It's so cool. But yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder was alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
watched
thought it was
it.
fun.
I watched it. I enjoyed Christian Bale's character.
Yeah.
He was better than Some other Marvel villains. He wasn't like great, but he was better than some other ones.
I mean, if I did the whole so many bathroom, yeah. I mean, as Christelle explained to me, you know, they smaller bladder. Like, okay, the Asian kind of thing. Fair enough. But yeah, it's so convenient. You don't no lines or anything. Um. Oh, the other thing about the theater, and I think I have a photo in the next slideshow, but I'll just say it now. They were doing previews, which is normal. I'm used to previews. It goes from preview, commercial, preview, which was the last preview was for that Superdog movie.
Crypto. League
Crypto.
Super
Yeah,
Pets?
yeah, yeah. That trailer ends, and it goes. The lights dim, and the movie started. That's the transition, and I mean within 3 seconds. So much to the fact that Christian Bale's character was walking around, and I thought it was another movie trailer or commercial. It took me like a good 20 seconds to be like, wait, no, this is the movie. I've never had a transition into your feature film with no pomp and circumstance whatsoever. Just go.
No, they didn't put you in the VR roller coaster.
No,
They
not go to the lobby.
They didn't take you up Pepsi Mountain.
Not like Regal Cinemas is proud to present. You know, none of that. Just like
It's just like, all right, movie time.
yeah, and that was at the SM Mega Mall, which is the 13th largest mall in the world. It has 5 floors, and the movie theater is on the 3rd floor. On the 4th floor is the bowling alley. On the 5th floor is the ice skating rink. Has 968 stores.
See, I would want the ice skating rink to be below those other things, because if the ice melted,
Hooligan, your joke makes me giggle. I'm surprised they're still doing crypto stuff with the rise and fall of crypto. I enjoyed both Domino's and a few places trying to do the all-American meals and what their perception of all-American is. It's cute.
Yeah.
Rax is pretty good. I had a pulled pork sandwich, very good sauce again, with an onion brick, which is what it sounds like. Brick of onion. Big old candy store. I didn't get a lot of photos, but you can see how big it is. It's your Vitasoy. I have Vitasoy chocolate, the milky vanilla there. Again, beverages. They kick our ass so much. So good. I finally had Jollibee. Jollibee is the biggest chain there. There are several Jollibees in America. So I'll break down what I have here, and I think I have some other pictures. But that was the Chicken Joy with Jolly Spaghetti. You get a piece of fried chicken, which is comparable to not as much kick as a Royal Farms chicken, but quality-wise, pretty similar.
okay.
Spaghetti with a very thin tomato sauce and cut up hot dog. That is your meatball in your spaghetti. Is little hot dog bits. The Yum Burger, perfectly fine fast food low-end burger. I liked it more than a double cheeseburger, but not much, you know. Again, Jollibee is the discount chain, and it is everywhere. Like, you consistently can see 2 or 3 Jollibees at the same time. And especially if you're on a big highway, they're always on each side of the highway. But the winner of Jollibees is that pie, man.
Yeah.
Peach mango pie. The best fast food, like pie, cookie, dessert thing I've ever had. So good. And today, my coworker who is married to a Filipino, he brought me one.
Oh.
When he goes to the ones in America, they order like 30 of them and freeze them. Or if the restaurant will allow, they'll just buy them frozen. Eat them up at home. So I had one, heated it up in the microwave. So that was nice. That was his pasalubong to me, which is a gift for travel.
Nice.
Yeah, there's that goofy guy.
Yay!
Eating my spaghetti and chicken. I did have a picture of the Tashioti. Mom and Tina's was a highlight. It's a fancy bakery. One of the best pieces of bread I've ever had. Doesn't look like much. Blow your socks off. Spin
Quiche.
something like that. Very good.
Egg.
Yeah, very good. And I go. This was what they called a cheesesteak, and it sounds like I'm talking down on it. No, that was the best bread roll I've ever had on a sandwich. It was so good. The chips were whatever. The banana ketchup, 10 out of 10, but you already knew that if you're paying attention. Cheese, perfect.
If you've been taking notes.
Ah, it was so good. Go for another Mom and Tina sandwich. That was when I tried the chicken tocino. You know, tocino being the spice, the flavoring.
Yeah.
But I kind of prefer the pork, which kind of blows my mind because I'm such a poultry man.
You are a big chicken.
Yeah, I could eat chicken and turkey anytime.
Yep.
Oh. More snackos.
Or snack.
This was Family Mart, which is the better convenience store.
Hang on, go back.
Sure.
I think I played a Sega CD game with her on it. I can't be certain. But that looks like a character from fucking Popful Mail or whatever.
It does, actually. I wanted to try this, but I didn't get a chance to. I think I'd like it. I did get a chicken sandwich, or katsu sando. Family Mart makes all their food there. Pretty good. Closer to the Japanese style convenience store. Good juices. I tried a few. All delicious because beverages in the Philippines. Awesome. Now, it's kind of funny because right around when Jen sent me Mr. Black coffee liqueur, I was drinking Mr. Brown. The smaller Mr. Brown drinks, great. The velvet milk tea, okay. Not my favorite. But the little coffee guys, awesome. And what candy? And stuff they make there too. I wanted to try the pizza bar. I didn't get around to it. Yes?
I'm just reading Tacit Blue's comments. You were a tourist, Andrew. Naturally, they showed you the best they had over there and only the best. You didn't see the other stuff. And it was like, what's he going to do? Go and say, hey, can you take me to the shitty part of town?
So, that reminds me. Pat today. Pat fucking... Alright, so I get that, his wife's family wasn't in the same economic class as, Christelle's family. I got that. But also, he's like, well, did you go island hopping where you only stay on an island for, a day or two and then you fly to another island? Did you go to an island that only has, 10 people or less? Did you eat just random street food from, hundreds of vendors? And I'm like, no. I was in the Manhattan of Manila, but we did venture out to Tacloban, which was a lower income area. And he's like, "Did you really go to the real Philippines?" And I go, "You can't hipster me on this, all right? I traveled across the world, man." It made him laugh, but also, yeah, get the fuck out of here, you gatekeeping weirdo. Thanks for the pie. So that was my haul from Family Mart. The Katsu Sando was amazing, because of course it was. And the Mocha Maman, also good. Milk teas, I did have several different milk teas when I was there, and we'll get to the best one I've ever had, which is also one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. We'll get there. Max's. That's when I got my really good banana ketchup.
Alright.
Even the Right Light lemon and lime drink. That's good Fresca, but not closer than any other seltzer I've had. Excuse me. I cannot clear it now. Because I talk shit. Chicken, great. Max's, awesome place. Price was good. This was Shanghai Liampong? Something like that. Pretty good. Really nice. Good sauce too. But yeah, those were chicken little things, easy to eat. And then of course I ordered more tofu because it's good.
All right then.
They make tofu good, and the wild rice is pretty good too. But the banana ketchup on everything I tried. I remember when I had a little bit of leftovers, I mixed the rice with the leftover tofu, and I started putting banana ketchup on it. Because I was like, what are you doing? I was like, you see what I'm doing, and it's delicious. I had chicken parm for breakfast a week ago. Yeah. It was good.
Nice.
Really good chicken parm. That and like with waffles and such. That was a good breakfast at Pancake House again. That's when well, this is a very local story, but Linda, who runs the where I live, the neighborhood, she calls me to complain about my mom, who also lives a few streets away from me. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Having breakfast." Breakfast? It's like 7 o'clock at night. I go, "No, it's 7 in the morning." Like, what? And I go, "I'm in the Philippines." Whoa! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, what are you doing? How did you get there? A plane.
That's how did you get there? I swam.
Large catapult. The Vita was pretty good. Supposed to be a healthy drink. I wasn't brave enough to try, but some interesting things we got going on here.
Okay. You got your hot pockets.
Basically. And now I saw like shark fin at one place. Guess where I went? We had our friends over and we ordered Domino.
Frankie.
Frankie's wings were pretty good. They're the ones that came with the gloves.
I was just looking for what's something that isn't Domino's in the picture.
The meat pizza was okay. The thing about Domino's over there, I wish it had more sauce. A little light on the sauce for how I like my pizza.
Yeah.
Cheese pizza was good. The spinach and feta pizza was that was good. The meat pizza was mostly good. I think like some of the salami, like I'm not crazy, but still good. The winner at Domino's was the fucking potato wedges and chicken kickers. These things don't look like much, but they're very tasty.
They have
and mayo.
They've started doing potato wedges as a breakfast side option at Wendy's.
Those are good.
They are amazing.
Little Western wedges, yeah.
Yeah, they're delicious, and they should serve them all day.
Agree.
Why don't they serve them all day?
Like something Japanese. Don't know. That was also the first time I was fucking around with a mortar and pestle outside of WarioWare on the Wii. So that thing is.
Did you take pictures of everything beside? Yes, he did. This is the food folder.
Yeah.
We're going through the food folder, and then we're gonna go through the other folders.
I know we're going a little long, but I'm very passionate about this part. Look, I'm using chopsticks, fools. This is a Japanese version of a Scotched egg, and it is incredible. Oh, it's so good. 10 out of 10. One of the best appetizers I've ever had in my life. Even the Japanese version of mozzarella sticks and their interesting sauce I like quite a bit. But it's mozzarella stick. How could you screw it up? This is all from Yabu. Miso soup, cabbage, unlimited miso soup, bottomless iced tea. Which, silly thing about this place. And this is actually not the only place that was like this. You can order a bottomless iced tea, and she ordered bottomless lemonade. We cannot share, or they get mad. Now I want a Scotched egg. You want the Japanese Scotched egg, which again I like a regular Scotched egg too, but that shit was amazing. So again, more tonkatsu, and then I also had the pork cutlet with cheese in it, and she had a regular pork one. I wanted to try the difference between the two. Awesome, very good. Neither of us ate the watermelon because we're cool people. So, but this was one of the best meals I've ever had.
Nice.
So good. So freaking good. And that was in the mall. It was in SM Mega Mall. And in this corner, it was this Japanese restaurant. It was a Thai place, a fancy sushi with like the conveyor belt, a ramen place, a Greek place, and then Chili's. Made me laugh.
Got the world cultures.
David, you just don't understand. As a man who's failed to leave the country.
Continue.
I'm only pointing this one out because Christelle did something that made me laugh. She was looking at it and she was going, prices are so high. They're just too high. Like this, it's just a very basic thing with marshmallow. How can it be so expensive? And she grabs me and she looks over and she's like, you see this? I go, yeah. And she's like, savor it. And I said, okay. Because we're leaving. It's too expensive. Just look at it. That just made me laugh. Dude, they like rice. This is all rice. And even over here, where you can't see, is more rice. And I'm just not used to rice being sold like dog food. There's so much rice. Every mall has a grocery store. Their family has earned enough to be VIPs at the mall, so they get their own shopping lane for the VIPs, and then they also have their own like first class lounge. So you're in the mall and you want to break from 5 floors of shopping, you go into this little lounge area, which I took a photo. But it's cool. Want some trail eggs?
No thanks.
Oh, the other thing every grocery store has is they have their own mall. So you're inside a mall, you're inside the grocery store in the mall, and then you have a food court, and then on the other side you have like drugstore, eyeglass, couple other random services.
Do you remember that Clerks the Animated Series?
Yeah.
Where the guy was going over his guided tour of the new mall in Jersey.
Yep.
And it was just like every store had like a little coffee bar in it, and then the one coffee bar had a
Leonardo
telling
about it.
Tiny coffee bar.
That's what it felt like. I'm like, I'm inside a mall already. I don't need you to have your own food court. I really enjoyed this.
That's the VIP shit. Not just anyone can get that milk.
I'm sorry, sir. You're not on the list.
Do they have a milk bouncer?
You go for that job. What is it?
By the way, milk bouncer, great euphemism for breasts. You can just keep that in your pocket.
Black 513. Charcoal infused yogurt. Pretty good.
All right.
I liked it.
Sounds good.
Christelle did a very silly thing with me, and if Bryn's around, he could relate. But like, well, you pick any toppings. Well, you get 3 toppings. Yeah, pick any one you want, Andrew. I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at all the toppings, and I'm like, well, Oreo, of course. And then I pick the sauce I want, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, the graham, like crushed up graham cracker, because again, of course. I'm looking, and the third option I pick cookie, and Christelle like jumps in and was like, look, I wasn't going to pick anything. I was certain you weren't going to double down on cookies. I was like, well, you bet wrong.
I know, I would not take that bet.
Yeah, but it was delicious. Yeah, charcoal activate.
I have a way to activate charcoal. It's called burning.
Also, shit was very good. Very soft waffle. I thought it was going to be really hard and crunchy, but no.
I'm enjoying the flag.
Alright. So, Hooligan. We got Onezo, which is a milk tea place, basically. Winter Melon, the C2 brand one, I loved, and Christelle thought I was crazy for loving it so much, because to her it's like a 7 or an 8. She gave me this, and then the thing that I loved before became a like. Because this was so good. This is one of the best drinks I've ever had. I tried iced coffee from Onezo, and I tried the Winter Melon milk tea. I'm not big on the bubbles. I don't get the appeal of eating charcoal. I think it's the charcoal that they make from burying like coconut shells and going that way with it. Anyway, The bubbles, which I've had, a few times over here. These things were actually fucking delicious.
Okay.
Where I was
Like the
chewing them.
tapioca pearls were actually had some to them.
So much flavor. So much flavor. And the drink itself was one of the best things I've ever ingested.
Yeah. The tapioca pearls in most drinks are something that I could probably describe charitably as colloidal.
This shit was amazing. I wouldn't need them because the drink is so good on its own. My stream got really weird at Hooligan. I'm just going on and on and on about how good this tasted. This was one of the best beverages I've ever had in my entire life. And so was the coffee. Clubs. Which they all like to use when we got the Frankie's. So we went back to Frankie's because we enjoyed our little taste of Frankie's. Dustin, what is this food?
It's a sandwich pie. I see that it's on a bright foil plate, so...
Well, buddy, we are in Asia. It's rice.
Oh. It's just rice.
It's just rice. Like, what a weird way to serve rice. Wings were good. Eyes were good.
Egg.
I made those eggs. And I took the fortified milk, and I had garlic powder and onion powder, and Christelle and her brother were like, "Really? You're doing it with the milk and all this?" And they loved it, and they ate like pretty much all the eggs, which went very well with banana ketchup.
Nice.
But it was fun to delight them. And then we had rice and
Lovely.
We made breakfast. So the sisig, you can look up what that actually is. That's good. So we went to like a little. It's called street food, but obviously we're like in this outdoor mall area.
Mm.
It's supposed to be like a slightly higher version of street food. Street food plus, if you will. So you had a couple options in a row, and then we combined it. I didn't get a picture of Quick Quick, which is the Filipino Scotch egg, which is also very good. But this shit was good, except for the banana. I don't need that. And the coconut drink I even enjoyed. And that was the rest of it. The adobo. So Christelle liked the Black 513 charcoal yogurt, but it also led her to be like, you gotta have red mango. So before I left, we got red mango, which was amazing.
Very nice.
9, 10 out of 10 kind of dessert. And then a flight back food, which was less fun. Although, Japan Airlines at like freaking 4 a.m. served what they called breakfast pasta, and it was a chewing salmon in noodles.
Alright.
Very aggressive choice at like 4 a.m. I actually got to use the Japanese vending machine. They took American credit cards.
That's cool.
Yeah, it made me happy. I got to drink the Tommy Lee Jones drink.
Coffee.
The Boss Coffee. Unfortunately, this one did not take a card because I would totally bought the thing on line 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tokyo was fun. Oh, and the milk tea in Tokyo was also good. Akihabara. So this is all stuff you can buy there, and I did make a few purchases there. I bought my new earbuds over there. I think I have a picture of it, but I also got like Kit Kat balls, which is a good shape for a Kit Kat, and just chocolate bread.
Nice.
Yeah, also good. But I should have bought the Pocky. I didn't, but I should have.
You like Pocky?
Well, we'll get to it in a sec. But this in Tokyo looked so cool. Everything here looked awesome.
Like they're displaying snack cakes like they're jewelry.
I know, right? It's crazy. Look at this Pocky. Also, these boxes are this big. The Pocky itself is like that. I've never seen jumbo Pocky. Well, you can kind of tell based on how big the cards are. But, holy crap. When did Pocky get so big? I've never seen jumbo Pocky. course, there were a lot of Kit Kats.
Yep.
Yep, a lot of Kit Kats. The anime section.
Yeah.
I should have got a better picture of the boy, but that Totoro is so big. I'm sorry I failed Hooligan in particular, but yeah, that was pretty cool. If you guys catch this, the VOD tomorrow. Fair enough. Fair enough. We can do that. That's also shout out to Stefan. Yeah, that Tetris hat was tempting. It was $35 though.
A little.
That was a little steep for me. Oh, gee, what the hell? I show rugby and you just appear? How did you do that?
It's like Bloody Mary.
Gosh darn. You'll have to go back and watch the previous bits of the stream. Get more food. Staff magic.
Yeah.
Little crabs. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Of course, drink water. Oh, when I was in LA, I fucking tried a umami burger. Like $18 for a burger. What are we doing here? I thought I had the video there. Weird.
Huh. That was video capture.
I know.
I think it's just the preview for the video capture.
That shouldn't be the video. That's fine. Not a big deal. Somewhere I had the happy birthday song, but I'll go a little quicker. This fucking thing I had to figure out. Back to the plane. So, you think that's the way to hold this thing when you're using the buttons, but you have to turn it and the A button is supposed to be on top. Awkward. And then like confirm and back were Y and A, which was super weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys invented the Nintendo. You should know better. I love this guy. Dustin, I saw you all over the place in Japan.
Yeah, it's me.
It's so you. Look at this guy. It's you.
Yeah.
Look, I saw a lot of Japanese people in Tokyo. None of them looked like that.
It's just me.
It's just you.
They don't know it. But I'm in all their art.
My view at night.
Nice.
My view in the day. Oh. I made this joke to you guys, but even Airbnbs in the Philippines do this shit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, there you go. That shower was awesome. I cannot believe it was above my head.
There was a really cool shower where we stayed up in Sevens.
Oh.
It was also.
Well, yeah.
It's always above.
Well, yeah, I was supposed to say. My view when I left the condo. I love these frogs. But.
Nice.
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl of China.
Rugby league, then. This was all the outdoor market right by my condo. And I'm Milky.
I know.
The church we went to had 4 different stores in it.
In the church.
The church compound. It's not like a church building. It's like a compound. You had to like pay to get in for parking and everything.
You have to pay for parking to get to church.
Correct. This particular chapel. Yes.
Wild.
Yeah. And I wrote my notes and set it in there. So. See.
I keep thinking about like Korean Jesus from 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. These freaking birds, man. You could just scoop them up and pet them. I had to take my foot and like tap them to get them out of my way. They're so overly friendly. And of course, we can talk. Oh, we can talk driving. Lanes are a suggestion. It's not defensive driving. It's aggressive driving. You go where you need to go. At times, Christelle would be like, "Is this legal in the States?" And I'd be like, "Oh God, no."
Yeah.
Legal U-turns, everything, driving around, goofy vehicles. There are some photos I have where there's not a ton of traffic, but the thing is you don't, you know, sometimes we had like bumper to bumper traffic, but for the most part, everybody just goes, whether it's on the sidewalk or cutting off each other constantly. So it's cool. Sorry, buddy. That was Lenny. I got to ride in a trike a little bit. Like I said, I'll breeze through. If you really want to see it, you could slow it down. You could ask me, but I don't want the stream to go overly long.
Yeah, yeah.
Different current.
Yeah.
Only got one of those bills anyway. There's so many malls. It felt like the 1990s, and it made me very happy. Like this guy. Most people speak English as their first language in Manila. Maybe not first language, but almost evenly. When I was in Manila, I did not find anybody who couldn't speak English. Everybody had at least a decent amount. So, silly thing here. I'm in the grocery store. I see Family Feud, and I go, "Ah, it's from America." No, it's not. That's hosted by Bing Bong. It's Filipino Family Feud. I was like, "Damn it!" But and I missed being around there. Outdoor malls everywhere. All these places I didn't get to eat yet.
That is wild.
Yeah, that was like minutes from where I was staying. Pop culture. Yeah. And of course, you. I went into it later in this like photo tour. It was wild seeing multiple Toys R Us still open. But yeah,
Every time I go down to Christiana, I see the hollowed out husk of that one, and I'm just like,
it was cool seeing multiple Toys R Us open. That's what they look like in Canada now. That's cool. Every mall I went to as well had pianos, people playing piano. Very common thing. It's fun in like flow of traffic.
Also take a video so you...
I was doing. I'm recording right now.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You didn't catch that. She told me to take a video as I was taking the video. You see a lot of what they call sari stores. The Filipino language has a lot of like repeat words.
Yeah.
So sari or variety store. Whereas like my coworker Pat pointed out, he's like, it's a point store. You just point out what you want. It's they buy stuff from like the main like malls and towns and they sell them in their little stores, so people don't have to travel. Very common. Also, you get a lot of vendors when you're driving, and they have drinks and snacks. Sometimes like legit like food. Also, they sell cigarettes, and you're thinking, "Oh, Andrew, I know what you mean. They sell cigarettes." Usually, "Hey, sir, I'd like a pack of smokes." No, they sell them by the stick. You get them by the cigarette.
All right then.
Yeah. It's so hot right now. Every time I went by, fucking Zoolander's broken me. Malls, I miss you already. Do you miss me? That was even one of the smaller malls.
Was that what's gonna happen every time you and I go to the mall from like now until the end of time? And we'll just be
Probably.
like, I miss the ones in the Philippines.
The Filipino ones are so cool. That was in Mercury Drug.
We'll be walking through Christiana Mall. We'll be like in our 50s. Like, dude, I know. The Philippines, yeah, third largest mall in the world. I get it.
True. You're not wrong. I'm not even arguing. I only did the thing where I was like, I memorized. I wanted ibuprofen, and I wanted 2 packets of it, and I went to Mercury Drug, and I even did like the Duolong Pacate. I won 2 packs. It felt pretty good. I got the change and all that stuff. I was like, get it. The only reason I took this photo and this is not just a Filipino LG washer. I learned. I'm just like walking around the Airbnb, and it plays the LG washer jingle, which you should look up. But it's so pleasant. It also startled me so much that it plays like this like victory jingle.
Our oven has a jingle. The one at our new place.
Hmm.
It has a little bit of a jingle
I
to
might
it.
put the jingle on the soundboard. Very delightful. Plays a jingle. I wonder if it's similar. But it's like a full like 15-second song.
Yeah.
Anyway, number one thing the Philippines does better than America. Right here. Look at this shit. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's all over the place. They're fucking timers on the fucking lights. Why don't we do that? It's so great. Ah, drove me crazy. When we went the one day with her mom just kept going, Andrew, look, there's a McDonald's. Andrew, there's another McDonald's. Look, Philippines, we have Yellow Cab, Domino's. Very silly.
That is very silly and very cute.
This is the computer center where you go in and you haggle prices.
Yeah.
But like that's where they all got their computer shit. I like to point out this, okay. So you get this like household helpers, right? Let's go through this, Dustin.
Mm.
What do you think a yaya is?
Like a nanny?
Yes, good. Cook, pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Maid. Alright, you got lavandera.
Like a cleaner?
Yep, laundry. Old sitter.
Like hospice care, like elderly.
Just elderly care. And I
Yeah.
love that term. And like, why don't we say old sitter?
We should.
And houseboy is just errand, like run errands, driver, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Oh.
Ugh.
Gryffindor houseboy. Gosh, having to go down this road to get into that particular mall. Shangri-La, the hotel and mall. Nuts. Whenever you go to like an important building, they take a mirror and they check under your car for bombs, and they open up your trunk and look in. And Joseph at one point looks at me and is like, "Look, we haven't really had any kind of bomb issues since like 2004. It's been a long time." I was like, "Gah." This hotel was nuts. Yeah, the buffet. I know I'm like thinking back between photos, but there's a water park out there in
Neat.
this hotel. Nuts. We snuck in there. These you see a lot in the residential areas. It's just a little hut where you get burgers. And I like the name. Christelle, you take good care of me. You're very kind. You're very sweet. We're driving back. It's late. Like, how you doing? I'm pretty good. I gotta pee, but I'll be fine. And we're about 15 minutes out. So she just swerves into this parking lot. And it's a gas station parking lot. And this is an outdoor urinal with no doors, no plumbing. Hands me an umbrella. I'm in the rain. I'm too fucking tall. And I'm trying to take a leak in the rain holding an umbrella. Really goofy experience, but very funny. I was laughing at myself as I'm like kind of getting wet. And the thing in like anime where like they don't want to go outside in the rain, it's true. Like so many people avoid going out in the rain. I saw like 30-40 people like huddled outside like the Domino's or something, being like, well, I'm not gonna get wet even though I'm holding an umbrella. I ruled the streets! I could walk anywhere. It was so cool. I was like, I don't mind a little bit of light rain.
You see, it's a very tragic story, sir. 3,500 years ago.
Yeah, even like post rain. So this was my dumbest moment when I had to go to Mercury Drug, and I I could be like that in a country that has a monsoon season. You just avoid it. You just don't go outside, or you go outside as little as possible. It's a thing. It was weird to see, but kind of fun for me. But yeah, I put in my phone. Where's Mercury Drug? Okay, I'm walking, and I see it in the distance, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I like put my phone in my pocket, and I see the footbridge. I walk across the footbridge, take my photos and such. And I get to the other side, and I go, fuck. There's a Mercury Drug on both sides of the street. You moron. So, but the smaller airport was a little crowded.
I can see. Wow, that's a lot of people.
We go. We ate a slice at the Papa John's. Great.
Not good.
Not great. But yeah, it was a lot. There, David, are you paying attention?
Wait, go back.
Oh, sorry.
Back one more.
Yeah.
So like, they should be more confident in their planes.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that luxury van was nuts. But that's where her errand boys picked us up. We were in Tiger Millionaire. There's Tiger Millionaire.
Hey.
I didn't get a good photo of it, I don't think, but it was clearly one of those times where a McDonald's gets like really good real estate. It doesn't make sense. Because there was a McDonald's like on the water with like a pier and a deck and chairs out in the river. It's so silly. But Taco Laban, as you can see, different vibe than Manila.
Yeah.
So very different vibe. But very cool. Slid through it too fast. Slow it down. I just enjoyed the packaging of the toilet paper. And we got a ride home. Or home, the hotel. 24-hour drugstores. Very common. You go in there and you just talk to the pharmacist and you expect the pharmacist to, like, you know, give you good advice no matter the time. There's the hotel. Did it. Science. Got lost trying to freaking find her brother's vape shop. Atlanta?
Oh.
That's where they put it.
Oh, I see.
But yeah. Oh, I'm sure I got a photo of like the people cowering in fear of me.
Fun fact, AirAsia has been around for almost 30 years and hasn't even had so much as an aborted landing.
Well, they may have a good safety record, but after delaying us 3 times and not having great service, not super high on them.
You're gonna take your chances with the more deadly airline.
Damn right. So this is me on a trike, guy with a motorcycle. I'm in the sidecar. Christelle's on the back of the motorcycle holding on. It cost like 50 peso, and he got us back to the hotel. But that poor motorcycle. It was very hard to get in it, but yeah, that's it. That's what I got rode in.
That is insane to look at.
Got the ride in the trike. Pretty fun. This is literally when David was like worried about it. Jeepney! I didn't ride in a jeepney. Next time. Oh, I read this sign out loud, tender and juicy, and activated Christelle and her brother to sing the commercial jingle. Very funny.
Okay.
In the mall, Cyber Zone is like a whole wing of the mall, and it's just PC and electronic stores. And I like that they call it Cyber Zone, and it's a collection of like 20-something, 30 stores.
I hang on.
Oh, sorry.
I'm enjoying the RuPaul quote.
Oh, yeah. I didn't notice. That's funny.
The secret of success in every field is redefining what success means to you.
Cyber Zone. The movie theater itself. But malls. More malls pick. Yes, malls forever. Bad bird.
So bad.
He's so bad. It's a bad bird. Bad bird. Like I told you, bowling and ice skating and insane. Insane to walk around the mall.
That's cool and terrifying.
It was. Yeah, laser tag on one side of this wing, and you have archery on the other. Dad's buffet. Dad's is huge. You gotta take Crystal to the American Dream Mall up here. Maybe. I mean, she's currently at the Mall of Asia doing the Philippine Culinary Cup. So. This was one of the neighborhoods. A little Japanese kind of theme, but it's pretty cool. A lot of gated communities there, even in like the lower income areas. They're just used to having gated communities. And it's like the higher the outside wall, the more money you have. So like the fancy houses kind of look like crap to me. They just have giant walls like this close to the house. This is how I got rid of my trash when I was in the condo. I'd go down 15 floors, go to here, and if I tried to sort, an employee would come flying, running over to me and be like, "Sir, you don't have to. No, we do it." So it was what it is. My Airbnb. I miss you, buddy. It's been a week. $37 a night.
Ugh.
Sure. Ugh.
We're currently looking at a place for us to stay next time we go to this convention.
Yeah.
It's not close. Not even close.
The lady who gave me all these like snacks here lives in the house straight ahead.
Oh.
But Fridays.
Nice.
I wanted to try Denny's, although I know it's terrible because Denny's is terrible. But so many good places to get beverages. Man, beverages. Beverages. That's Yabu, the Japanese restaurant. They have shit like that all over the place.
That's exactly the same thing they have at Ramen Kumamoto in
Nice.
Newark.
Okay.
They have like
Okay.
manga panels.
Oh my god, they have a Denny's. Yeah, they have a 24 Denny's near where I was staying, and I want to go. I got these glasses fixed there. Oh my gosh, I broke them here. America's Best said we'll charge you $70 to fix them. I went here, and they charged me 100 peso, which is like $1.77. They did it when we were having lunch at Yabu. It was nuts. So in the future, I'm strongly considering my eye exams and buying glasses when I go to the Philippines. I think that's what I'm gonna do from now on.
That's incredible.
And pay like 1/10. But that was at Executive Optical. I just like the giant lollipop. So we're almost to the end. This store was like, they have universal single payer healthcare. You know what? I should ask about healthcare over there. I know it's a little different for the wealthy, but I'm guessing the combination of the two. Because they have a lot of like things in place, like bread and milk is subsidized to the point where there's like a maximum and a minimum. They have like a minimum brand of essential goods, is what I'm trying to say. This store drove her crazy because it was like a Filipino store, and we were looking for a gift for maybe my mom, but the prices were jacked up for foreigners. Every department store has a massive karaoke section, as you would imagine.
Yeah.
And this was that first class like lounge mall area. The mall has several of these, and they'll give you like water and coffee. Go and hang out when you're tired of shopping. Sean, my man, we made our breakfast on my like last day there, and he's like, we gotta watch him. He kept calling me Kuya, which is older brother, and he was adorable. He would call Christelle and I mom and dad. He'd be like, Mom and Dad, I'm hungry. Jump in bed with us. I got a cute photo of him trying to cuddle in between. He was like, I'll pay for your flight to come back. You know, he's a real sweet guy. Sometimes he'd see us like canoodling, and he'd be like, "Oh my god, I want that, but it's not fair. I'm happy for you guys, but it hurts. I've been dry for like 3 months. What the fuck?" So he also, all right,
All right, good night, Denny.
Sean. He offered like, I'll buy the tickets. We'll all go to Tokyo. And you, this is what I ask: 8 days by myself, and 2 or 3 days with you two. 1 day with Andrew, just Andrew and I. He's offering to buy us our tickets and Airbnb in Tokyo.
Nice.
And we're like, well, what are you gonna do in the 8 days? And he's like, they have these maid cafes. They have a lot of them. Now, some of them I know about, but I'm not gonna go to. Like, there's one where the entire floor is mirrors, and the women, they don't have to wear things. But I'm not saying I'd go there. But I'm just saying that it's one of the places you could go. And over there, like, you can't have prostitution. However, the Japanese, clever. If the man just lies down and doesn't do anything, it doesn't count. Massage. In some places I've heard, the woman will give a massage of the penis with her vagina.
Counterpoint.
Not that I would go there. I'm just saying.
Counterpoint. Dating apps are free to sign up.
Yes. So, of all the movies, sorry, David, it's a silly story. He chose Morbius, so we watched Morbius while we had breakfast.
How was Morbius?
Very campy, kind of fun. We made jokes along the way. I did not violate Twitch services like the Japanese. Okay. That's where they got the quick crack, and I didn't take a picture of the freaking food. The dummy. Red Robin. So, I was jealous of these kids. I didn't have that shit.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah. Giant Toys R Us photos. So. This Toys R Us. It's just cool seeing the signage and such. But that's that.
Nice.
The last drive. I mean, you guys, fine. You know me. You can see all the cutesy photos. Actually, that was the one I was looking for. These two siblings. I took the most sibling photos of my life. Look at that. I'll never take a better sibling photo of anybody.
That's really funny.
It's so good.
That's adorable.
But yeah, of course, that's when like Sean kind of cuddle up between us. But yeah, if you want way too many photos of me and my fiance, I can hook you up. But that's that.
Very nice.
It took a while, but I had fun. Thank you.
That was
Thank you
fun.
for indulging me. Let's play some Sarap or Crap.
All right.
Again, Sarap being Filipino for tasty. I have not tried a knick-knack. I assume they're pretty straightforward. Huh. Didn't quite feel the way I thought it would feel.
It's like a goldfish covered in chocolate.
That's
almost.
what it looks like, actually. That's good.
Yeah, it's like a
Sarap.
pretty basic graham cracker kind of taste.
Which I like. Wow. Like, I didn't bring the best of the best snacks. These were just like leftover ones. Because people kept giving me stuff. Make a wish. I assume I know how this is gonna taste.
No,
That may be better.
it's pretty much exactly what I envisioned.
Yeah. But got the dates and some dried mangoes. You ever have one of these in Japan?
I don't think so.
Like a Saban? Samben? Nick Saban?
Let me just read it.
Probably easier. So these are fine on their own. Did you learn any Tagalog? Sarap. Sorry. Mihal kita. So some things. These are really good in soup and ramen. But They're
That's
pretty
real
good. So, if you decide you want like the dates or whatever, I'm willing to give them up. But I don't speak to. Yeah, that's fair. Next time, I will bring a lot more snacks.
Yay!
As it stands now, the next trip is going to be right after Christmas. Not sure if we're gonna do the Philippines again. There's a chance that we might go to one of the 33 countries where a Filipino can travel without a visa. We might do Vietnam or Singapore or Thailand,
That sounds cool.
Korea. So yeah,
Very exciting.
yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Gosh, sorry, I kind of dominated, but we have other plans. I'm just thinking like we're getting close to probably where we're gonna wrap up.
I do have a couple of quick things
Yeah.
from my side of
Well,
stuff.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm gonna throw this out to you. Friday stream. I'm considering more of these shenanigans like we talked about before stream. We didn't get to that. We didn't get to that.
Mhm.
And if you want, we could save yours so you're not rushed or anything. 'Cause 10 o'clock now. Or if
Yeah.
you want to just do a little bit now and more then, that's fine too.
I think we can
like-
do a little bit now.
We didn't even do this.
I have a particular.
This you can't even
thing.
see it. I'm keeping it off camera.
I have a particular thing that I want to do first.
That's fine. You want to switch seats?
Yeah.
Alright. I kind of dominated. You don't say. Dude, that's just how I am.
So I've got a couple of things. First of all, new hat, World
That's a-
Board Gaming
That's
Championship.
a really cool hat.
Yeah.
I noticed it right when you walked in.
Yeah, it's very nice. Jen got these for me and her.
As a hat man, little jealous.
Pretty good one. Another thing is I got souvenirs, and the ones that I got for you are in this plastic bag.
I'm sorry. And to pull up, that out of the way.
Speaking of Pokemon, these are not they, but they're similar.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Bryn, where are you?
The tiny little Gatomon figurine.
That's so cool. Not even like, yeah. Normally I'm like over, but you win. Is that Lilymon?
Yeah. I got some of the ones that were like your favorites from the stream. I remember you really liked Lilymon.
I had to use the Bryn. What? Shoot, what was this fucker's name?
Kiwimon.
That's it. Kiwimon.
Let's fucking laugh. And last but certainly not least,
You got me a wizard mod! I'm wearing the right hat and everything. I also like his like sassy talk to the hand pose.
he's so
Oh
cute.
my gosh, I know this looks like shit in the camera, but I don't care. It's fucking wizard mod! Oh gosh, that's so cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. There was like a place that was selling like little miniatures and stuff, and there was like a bin of stuff for like 25 cents. And I looked at it, I'm like, these look familiar. And then I looked closer, I'm like, oh, these are all Digimon, and they have a ton of these. And I started digging through them and found some. I got some for Hooligan as well.
Crimson Lightning.
She's not here on stream to appreciate it, but that's okay, because I'm going to bring them to her at work tomorrow.
That's cool. Are you going to TwitchCon? No.
Unfortunate.
We're not at that level. Although
Yeah.
I am actually on another Twitch stream because I pre-recorded something for Game That too. So
Yeah.
that's neat.
So that's exciting. We're going to raid them later.
We're massive.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like. That's so. Thanks, man.
Welcome.
Looking over anything on again and friends.
Yeah.
I beat the Johto League in Pokemon Crystal with such a low level.
Uh-huh.
I want to brag about my Pokemon. Yeah. Nope.
Can't see
See,
shit.
now you look, that's Gyarados. Everyone can tell that's Gyarados. I'm an idiot. I forgot about Pokemon Johto. I captured a Magikarp. I raised that fucker to level 20. Johto gives you the red magic Gyarados.
Yeah.
I'm so stupid. I got to Lake Mahogany or whatever it is, and I was like, oh, damn it. So I have a Maricant right there. Level 39. Alright? The levels are important.
Yeah.
My Typhlosion Vanilla. Only level 38. A Kadabra, level 40.
Okay.
A Sukanine. I actually managed to catch, which he was a bastard. Almost all my balls. Level 42.
Yeah.
A Sandshrew, which I named SSH. You get it?
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
You get why I named it that?
I do.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You get it?
Everyone gets it.
I don't know if they get it. You see, you take away the S, and the H, Sandshrew becomes Andrew.
Yes.
All right, fellas. Hey, Bill Joe. But yes, a level 43 Sandshrew, which I gave him the Everstone. You are not allowed to evolve. No sand slashes. My name's not the Lash. And of course, the best, which I named the best.
Yeah.
My highest level Pokemon, a level 45 Farfetch. And I beat the freaking Elite Four! My weak ass team. I was so proud of those idiots. How are we? We're good. We're having fun. Very chatty, very silly game.
Yeah. Went over his big trip to the Philippines. That was lots of fun. And brought over some of my souvenirs from my
That's
trip
so cool.
to Seven Springs.
Yes. I feel like we go into part 2
Yes.
Friday.
Yeah, part 2 Friday.
Unless you want to do it.
We can do that next time.
Ah.
So we'll go over this,
Mm-hmm.
the stuff I did, the championships,
Playdate.
the play dates.
We can stream Playdate, and you guys can see it. And he made a game.
I made a game, and Andrew's gonna play it.
So that is also
That
on
is gonna
tap for
be
Friday.
That is gonna happen Friday.
Friday we got board games. We got Lego shenanigans. We got that thing that I haven't showed on camera yet.
Yep.
On the printer.
The thing.
Yep. That we will do
Yes.
because it's actually a little involved.
It's an activity.
It's an activity. That'll be good.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah.
And we will also plan our next big game that we're gonna play through. Or we can do Phoenix Wright, but something else.
Yes.
Something to fill that chibi robo void inside of us.
We've got a couple ideas. Perhaps one of these.
Ooh, this one. Did Deltarune. We did some of these since we made this
Yep.
originally. Bulk tie is so indulgent for us, but we could do it. We dabbled with it before. Crystal Bear is so on that list.
Yep. Plenty of games we could go through.
I don't think I'm ready for Donkey.
Not yet.
Not emotionally.
Not emotional.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hit the music button. We'll just get out of here. Whoever's watching this later, I hope you enjoyed a long rambly stream. Me going like, is Flight Sim actually at the top? Yeah. I want to do one episode of Flight Sim where the two of us fly somewhere. Maybe we'll fly them in. I've done it before.
This is it, right?
It should be. But we're gonna go. We're gonna raid. That's the other thing I recorded for tonight. That did that.
I did not do it.
Stefan's gonna like slap us down. I have Flight Sim on the. Oh my gosh, you do? That's so neat. Our boy Rusty would love that. He thought about buying the full set for Flight Sim. I don't remember how to do it. We were going to raid the channel, but we forgot how to do it. It's been a while.